EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens.
Austin Seibert to kick off for Cleveland.
Austin Seibert ready to get us started. And now off we go from Cleveland. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for circle round twice for the encore.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. He finds an opening past the 40. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 38 yards on the scamper there.
Well, they didn't do a lot there to fool anyone. They just came right out and ran the football, but with great success, and that's the way you want to get things started. A nice quick opener for a big gain.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Ingram again, a first down carry. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
He's brought down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Myles Garrett just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And he's going to go down again. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb, and he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Behind the chains, second and 13. To throw, Mayfield. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Hick. He's got a man, complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rashard Higgins, 83 yards. And the Browns have taken the early lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, and I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10. To throw again. Jackson on the move to his left. He's going to take off with it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
First down, Baltimore.
Let's go, D. Check back 15.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Mac Wilson on the
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Jackson throwing on target to Brown. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Marquise Brown.
Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 44 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. These two teams all tied after one.
The first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Matt Judon there to bring him down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little...
That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's brought down. And between the last two plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll give it to Chubb. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns have taken the lead.
Austin Seibert on for the point.
On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
And this carries into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Jackson. Rolling to his right. He'll try and run it. And some room to work. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. This one complete to Ingram. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 5, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Jackson. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Lining up for the extra point.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Open man is Higgins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate.
And he is into the end zone.
Touchdown. Evade, and is accurate.
And he is into the end zone. As the first half is winding down. And the Browns have moved out in front. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
The score, Browns 21, Ravens 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Back at the 21.
The first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 25 yards that time.
At the 50-yard line.
Mayfield now from the 50. They'll roll him out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
They'll take over.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the tuck and run. Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college. But I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Browns' 44-yard line.
From the 44, Jackson being chased out left. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
The stop made by Myles Garrett. A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
4th down.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They go play action. Mayfield, he'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. A run for Nick Chubb. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Number 24.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And again, it's Chubb. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 33.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield with a quick fire to Landry. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more on that one and another first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, Brendan, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he takes this one in for a Browns score. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
Throwing on second down. Jackson forced out to his left. He'll run it, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
On the keeper.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Jackson from the shotgun.
Raven.
And he's going to keep it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
2 yards the loss, second and 12. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
35-yard line.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Browns. Now he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Browns 35, Ravens 14.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
For Cleveland.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. midfield now. Here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. He's going to let it fly. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andrew Sendejo. That it? And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone, and you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out, and I think their philosophy is we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Andrew Sendejo. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he's got this down to the 35. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. They run. Chubb. Oh, he knocks him over. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Today's final score, Browns.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching.